Good morning. Virginia Palacios with Commission Shift. I'm concerned that you only encouraged the company applying for a waste pit permit application in Martin County to move their waste pit slightly further away. You can do more as commissioners to go back in these cases and require specific things of the companies. And you're not taking advantage of your opportunity to do that, especially when it comes to children's health. I'm requesting that this year you focus on improving 3 things at the Commission: transparency, enforcement, and public engagement. There were about a dozen requests from community members made on the fiscal year 2024 monitoring and enforcement plan that was published last year. We saw some small improvements in the plan compared to prior years, and we appreciate those. But there were still many more requests the public has consistently made that have not been addressed in the plan, and we're asking you to make this year different. First, the public requested more transparency on complaints and investigations, including where complaints are in the process, how the agency is followed up, and what's supposed to happen next. We provided some links to the TCEQ's complaint database in our comments, but because they include more detail than the Railroad Commission. I'm aware that your complaint and inspection databases have been updated in the past year, but more descriptive detail would be helpful. Next, we need much more robust permitting and enforcement. It feels like no one is looking out for the people of Texas when it comes to venting and flaring, well plugging, and waste pits. Since 2010, the Railroad Commission has only issued penalties for flaring rule violations 11 times. Out of hundreds of violations that were detected and tens of thousands of permits that were issued. These data, combined with field observations that have found operators venting and flaring without permits, indicate that the Commission's inspection and compliance methods need improvement. Along these lines, the Commission has continuously allowed plugging extensions for hundreds of thousands of inactive wells across the state, despite repeated appeals from landowners to tighten plugging requirements. People impacted by oil and gas waste pits have noted that enforcement seems non-existent. We realize that the Railroad Commission's Environmental Permits and Support Unit has onboarded 4 new employees in the past year who will be dedicated to compliance for waste handling and disposal facilities, and we look forward to improved enforcement. Finally, please deploy your new Office of Public Engagement as described in the Monitoring and Enforcement Plan to engage with the public through direct outreach and education to facilitate greater understanding of Commission processes and solicit broader participation in matters before the Commission. In light of the Commission's upcoming rulemaking on waste handling and disposal facilities, we're asking the Commission again to hold meaningful public engagement sessions throughout the state on this rulemaking. Thank you for your consideration. I'm available for questions.
Thank you. Are there any questions?
No, ma'am.
Thank you for being here.